Howdy everyone, and good evening. Wow, so many of my favorite people are here. I wonder why. Well, anyways, howdy, and thank you for choosing to spend your Friday night with the class of 2025 one last time. For any of you that don't know me, I'm Audie Lawson Vickers, and while I mostly go by Lawson, which is in tribute to my grandmother's maiden name, I also have the privilege of being named Audie, after my mom's grandfather, Audie L. Cravey. Both of my great-grandfathers were World War II heroes, and my names were chosen to honor them. To add icing on the cake, I surprised everyone, ruining our doctor's holiday plans by being born on Memorial Day. I've included this part to say that because of my name and my patriotic parents, America means a lot to me. Veterans mean a lot. Our servicemen and women mean everything to our country. Their sacrifice is important. Their stories are important. If you served in the U.S. military in any capacity, would you please stand? Thank you for your service. Happy Memorial Day weekend, and as a member of the class of 2025, I'd like to say there is a hope and future for our great nation. We as a class promise to pick up the mantle, and I can't leave out my friend Seth. As you heard before, he's joining the Air Force, and I'm excited and proud for him. We also have some other classmates, as you heard before, Carmen, Alan, Brianna, Mariah. Thank you all, and I can't wait to see where your journey takes you. Again, happy Memorial Day weekend, and thank you all that served. Trust me, I wasn't bribed to hype them up. That came from the heart. Now, let's get started with the actual speech. And fair warning, this speech may contain a lot of inside jokes, so if at any point you feel lost along the way, don't worry, I do too. I want to begin my acknowledgements with a lady that has truly proven to be, time and time again, an educator that changes students' lives. From the moment I stepped foot into her classroom, she scooped me up, she fostered my love for science, she recruited a really shy kid into middle school theater, and she kept a special Walmart sack lunch for me in her classroom every day. She took a little boy who liked to build things and take them apart again and gave him a robot, and then gave him an entire community of friends that loved robotics and nerd things and made it okay to be obsessed with Legos. Miss Priscilla even convinced a kid that was more comfortable with a trumpet to come over to the ag shop and join FFA. And even though Wyatt and I probably aggravated the fire out of her, I knew that she loved me. She went above and beyond to care for me. Miss Lana, thank you is not enough, but I promise to turn the gratitude into a life well lived and a lifetime supply of homemade biscuits. I love you, and I miss you already. I want to recognize some other giants in my life as well. Teachers, you really do hold so much power to make a difference in life. Miss Dana Gordy, thank you for making history fun. Thank you for listening to your students and treating us as equals long before our brains have formed into adults. And thanks for Gray and Dan. Your sons are leaders that I've looked up to, and now they're friends that I'll have for a lifetime. They are a tribute to you. Miss Angela Ives, thank you for taking a chance and allowing a freshman in your theater class. Thank you for all the UIL and theater memories and the community we created there. Thank you for helping me to learn to think outside the box, and thank you for challenging me to be different. To Miss Farrell, congratulations, you made it into another valedictorian speech. I hope you're proud of yourself. Okay, I know it makes me sound like a psycho, but I can't explain how much I love math and your classes. Not gonna lie, you did keep me up a few nights, and you gave a lot of us heart attacks in statistics class, but I can honestly say that I'm a better student because of you. Thank you for being awesome. To Senora Vic, you introduced me to a language that I have grown to love. You encouraged me and challenged me in Spanish honors, and now I proudly consider myself sort of bilingual. Now, to all Spanish speakers in the audience, Please pardon my accent. Eres una maestra maravillosa. Me hiciste una persona mejor. Gracias. We're really blessed here at Hemphill. We have amazing teachers and admin. Thank you, Mr. English, and thank you to my principal and family, Mr. Jeremy McDaniel. Quick question. Can I call you J-Mac now? Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, back on track. I have to take a moment and recognize a program that shaped me not only as a student, but as a person as well. I, of course, am talking about our award-winning Hemphill Hornet Little Green Band. When I say that program shaped me, into who I am, it is no exaggeration. It was my first love. Sorry, Jody. Christian Jesmore was a huge part of that. I'll be honest, when Jesmore left for Longview, it rocked my world. I mean, he may not admit it, but we were best friends. He was a cornerstone in who I was becoming, and we were torn up inside. We accomplished some great things as a group, but I know for me personally, the idea of changing an environment that I'd known and loved for 6 whole years was devastating. Honestly, I contemplated quitting, but I stuck it out, partly thanks to my mom. And though the early parts of our transition were rough, I wouldn't trade anything for where we are now. Our group of seniors became great leaders in every section they were a part of. Times got tough, but we got tougher. And I can proudly say our senior year has been the best one yet. Ms. Hunger, Ms. Cooper, we love you. We can't thank you enough for your dedication to each one of us. What we've achieved this year will go down in history. First division at marching contest, to state finals, to winning bronze in Waco, to now a sweepstakes band with a grand total of 9 ones across the board. A perfect score. Okay, just a few more thank yous, and then we'll get to the inspirational part. Don't worry, I promise not to go as long as the FFA banquet did. Okay, to my friends, I first have to shout out those who've been there since day one. Jackson, Seth, and Audie. You guys were some of the best parts of high school. I cherish every moment with you. Together we made everlasting memories that I will always treasure. Thank you. Actually, I can't overlook the real day ones, so I also have to thank milk, pancakes, and cereal for getting me where I am today. Anyways, to Jeffrey, Connor, Braden, and Evan, I have to take a moment to say how proud I am of you and how much you've accomplished. From Little League to now, you make me wish I'd stuck to baseball. I really enjoyed cheering you on this season, and thanks for letting me in the dugout to take pictures. Jeffrey, I'm looking forward to the sweet life in College Station. To Ian, thank you for showing me what friendship can be. Whether it be hitting a hog in my sister's car or getting into trouble with Cambry's boss for senior assassin, it's never a dull moment. You are always a part of my family. To Jody, well, I guess the third time really is the charm. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for growing with me and not being afraid to take the risk of being in a relationship. I'm so grateful for you, and even though we'll soon be miles apart, I know you'll always be by my side. Okay, hang in there, guys. We're on the home stretch. For my last thank yous, these are to my family. Firstly, to Cammie, Sam, and Dylan, my favorite members of the Cave Crew. It's funny how we all graduated one after the other. Now, I know I've kept you waiting, but here I finally am. So thank you 3 for all the sleepless nights at Grandma's, playing games that were decades older than us. You guys mean the world to me, and I love you. To Gran and Papa, I love you both to death, and I couldn't ask for better grandparents. Gran, you were always there to let me watch cartoons and Family Feud on your TV while I was sick. And Papa, you were always there when I was having car troubles or needed more nutritional shakes. For that, I thank you both. I love y'all, a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. From Audie Earl Lawson. To Mama and Pawpaw, forgive me, I may start crying. You may not be here, but that won't stop me from telling the world how much I love you and how much I wish you were. I learned 2 things from Martha and Jimmy Vickers. 1, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. And 2, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. At Domino's, that is. I never violated academic integrity. So, Momo, thank you for all the pancakes, and Pawpaw, thank you for all the games at Domino's, even if they weren't entirely fair. I love you both to the moon and back. Logan, you are the best big brother. The best at being big and the best at being brother. You may be my only brother, but that doesn't diminish your role. You would be my best brother if I had 10 or even 2. P.S. Thanks for marrying Megan. She really is the best. There he is. Delaney, I'm not going to cry like I did at your senior pep rally or at graduation. Maybe. I've matured a little, but seriously, thank you for being my whole world. I love you more than everything, and I'm so proud of your courage and strength, and thanks for making me Uncle Fart. You're the most wonderful mom to Maggie, and I know that firsthand because you had a lot of practice momming me. You're my safe place, and I love you. To Dad. I know we used to argue about whose boy I was, and you would say, Daddy's boy, not that Mama's. And I'd say, nope, I'm Mama's boy. Well, I talked it over with Mom, and she's okay with me telling the truth. I am, in fact, your boy. I always have been. It could be the fact that you make me pancakes whenever I want, but the truth is, you're without a doubt the world's greatest dad. You're the best example of unconditional love I could ever hope to have. Thank you for finally saying yes to Mom when she was begging for a 3rd kid. And just look at me. You really did save the best for last. Again, sorry, Logan and Laney, but it's okay. We all know they love Maggie more than all of us. Now, to my mom. I'm actually the one who saved the best for last. Mom, forget what I said about Dad before. I love you the most. In fact, we used to argue about who loved each other the most. And spoiler alert, it's me. I love you the most. You are pure sunshine to me, and you light up every dark place that's ever been. Thank you for your faith in Jesus, and thank you for teaching me about restoration and forgiveness. Thank you for being a beacon for God's love and a rock I'd never fail to stand on. And thank you for praying over me, listening, pushing me, and even nagging me. And thank you for always coming when I call. Seriously, like last week when I forgot to bring my Chromebook to the library. Also, thank you for the little things. Thank you for driving me when I didn't have a license, for all the times you took my temperature, for all the scriptures you read me, all the talks in the car, and finally, thank you for the kisses. I love you. Oh, I left out one huge thank you. To the Refuge, my church family. Brother George and Mama T, Aunt Bet and Uncle George, to Aunt Christy and Uncle Shane, thank you for being Jesus to an 8-year-old boy and for holding my family together when the enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy. Thank you for discipleship and for every moment of worship. Thank you to Brian and Tara and all the youth. I love you all. Now, for the inspirational part. To the class of 2025. Philippians chapter 4, 6 through 7 says, do not be anxious for anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He's done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. In a nutshell, love God and love people. Let gratitude be the filter you look through. It changes everything. And let your life be a testimony to what Jesus has done. We can change so many aspects of our life just by changing the things we think about and the way we think about them. That's all I have for you. Thank you and good night.